Imagine putting everything you have into trying to earn a woman's respect, only to see it slip away no matter how hard you try. Many men think that the best way to get a woman's admiration is to be kind all the time, give her expensive presents, and pay attention to her all the time. But here's the harsh truth. This method not only won't help you reach your goal, but it can also quickly destroy your mental health. We are going to face this false belief head-on in this video by using a strong mix of Stoic philosophy and useful tips. We'll talk about how to stop a woman from disliking you and make her deeply regret what she did while staying true to yourself and keeping your pride. You're not supposed to play games or look for revenge. It's about getting your self-respect back and making things clear. Get ready to break the rules and learn how to handle your situation correctly. This isn't for the faint of heart. It's for people who are ready to adopt a Stoic attitude and change how they interact with others. If you're ready to take back your power and demand the respect you earn, click the like button. Subscribe and join us as we explore the path to ending contempt and restoring your self-worth. Now let's begin. Number 1. The well has been depleted. Let's not beat around the bush. It's time for some real talk. You are the one responsible for the way this woman has come to disrespect you. How by treating her like she's on a pedestal, showering her with gifts, endless attention, and promises that have no substance, you've convinced yourself that by doing these things, you'll somehow regain the respect that she's long since thrown away. But here's the cold hard truth. This approach is not only misguided, but doomed to fail each time you spend your hard-earned money to cater to her whims, each time you bend over backward to please her. You're sending a clear message. You're teaching her that she can manipulate you without any effort through your actions. You're telling her that all she has to do is show a little indifference, maybe a touch of coldness, and you'll come running eager to offer more. She's learned that she can get what she wants with minimal effort, simply by exploiting your desire for her approval, and trust me, she will keep exploiting this as long as you allow it. From a Stoic perspective, this action not only hurts yourself, but it also takes away your power and honor. As Christians, we are taught to respect ourselves and to know that approval from others, especially people who don't value us, doesn't mean anything. If a woman wants money in return for respect, she's not just playing games, she's manipulating you and knows it. If you keep feeding this dynamic, you'll become more emotionally dependent on her. So how do you change this? The answer is to be strong-willed and stop wasting your time, money, and energy on someone who doesn't seem to care about you. By cutting off the well's supply, you take away her ability to control you. When she realizes that her tricks aren't working, she'll be left confused and unsure of what to do next. She'll start to wonder why you're not responding to her cues, which is when the power dynamic changes in your favor. A man who knows the difference between genuine interest and interest motivated by money is hard to fool. You need to develop this emotional insight and put it into action right away. Stop being the provider of money and the door for someone who has only shown you disrespect. By refusing to continue on this path, you're not only protecting yourself from more disrespect, you're also reclaiming your self-respect. If you keep trying to buy her respect and affection, you're setting yourself up for a life of constant disappointment and disrespect. She'll continue to treat you badly because she knows she can get away with it whenever she wants something, and you'll be to blame. This is generally true, but a lot of men forget this important lesson when they're in a relationship, especially when a woman starts to treat them badly. Let's take a moment to think about Stoic philosophy, which stresses self-control, inner strength, and the power of your own mind. When a woman treats you badly, many men's first instinct is to chase after her, desperately trying to get back what they think is slipping away. This is where they make a big mistake. Instead of reacting emotionally, a Stoic would tell them to practice indifference, which is one of their most powerful tools. Imagine that you're dating someone who starts to put you down and treat you badly. Your first instinct might be to try harder to win her approval, thinking that this will help fix the relationship. However, this will only make her worse, because you'll be telling her that no matter how she treats you, you'll always be there looking for her approval, which is a big mistake in the eyes of a Stoic. Accept that you don't care about her disrespectful actions or the person she's becoming in the relationship. By doing this, You force her to face a truth she wasn't ready for: the loss of control. No one likes to be ignored, especially someone who is used to being in charge. When you pull your attention away, you make a powerful shift. She begins to see that her tactics, which may have been encouraged by friends or so-called relationship experts, are failing. Her attempts to control or belittle you are driving you further away, not drawing you closer. This is where the real transformation happens. The more you withhold your attention, the more control you regain over the situation. She starts to realize that her behavior, rather than keeping you in check, is pushing you away. This realization can be a powerful catalyst for change. She may begin to reassess her actions, not because she has suddenly developed a newfound respect, but because she recognizes that losing you is a real possibility if you want to make a woman regret not respecting you. The strategy is simple yet profound. Stop giving your attention to those who don't deserve it. Show her through your actions that you are not someone to be taken for granted or controlled at her whim. When she sees that she has lost your interest, she will undoubtedly regret her actions. Ultimately, it's up to her to demonstrate that she values you and respects you, because if she doesn't, you will be perfectly content to move on, confident in your own worth. In this way, you embody the Stoic principles of self-respect, inner strength, and emotional control. You refuse to be manipulated or disrespected, and in doing so, you not only regain your power but also earn the respect you deserve. Third, take back your personal power. If a woman treats you badly or doesn't care about how you feel, it may feel like her opinion is the only one that matters when it comes to your worth. But what you're actually doing is giving her your personal power without even realizing it. This is more important than it seems because you're letting her control your feelings, decisions, and ultimately your life. In Stoicism, we try to keep control of our own minds and actions no matter what is going on around us. The turning point is when you decide to reclaim what has always been yours: control over your own life. To do this, you must first understand a core Stoic belief. No one has the right to take away your honor or treat you like you're not worthy of respect. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, says that we control our own thoughts, not what happens in the outside world. Within yourself, you understand that her disrespect is just an outside event that doesn't affect your true worth unless you let it. To regain your personal power, you need to rethink your goals and set clear boundaries. Do not let the fact that she doesn't care about you affect what you do or decide. You don't need to show anything to someone who doesn't see your worth. The important thing is to remember that your own worth is not based on what other people think, but on who you are as an epicus. One more Stoic philosopher said that what counts is not what happens to you, but how you respond to it. This isn't about being rude or looking for attention. Revenge Stoicism teaches us to rise above such small things. Instead, it's about taking charge of your life and refusing to settle for less than you deserve. By focusing on your own growth and well-being, you get a better view of things and start to understand that once you reclaim your personal power, other people's opinions will no longer matter. Ironically, it may be at this very moment that she starts to realize what she's lost. The power she once had over you will go away, forcing her to face the fact that she no longer has the control she once took for granted. Here's the important part. Once you reclaim your personal power, you start to attract people who truly respect and value you for who you are. People who don't need to put others down to feel important. This is the way to true emotional freedom and the basis of healthy relationships, based on mutual respect. So do what you need to do. Get back in charge of your life. Rediscover your self-worth and move on from those who failed to give you the respect you deserve. By doing so, you'll realize that you are always the most important person in this story, and with your personal power restored, you will naturally draw in the respect and admiration that was always rightfully yours. Remember, in the words of Seneca, no one can put a chain around your neck without your permission. If you've made it this far and found this video valuable, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below saying "Reclaim my power" to let us know how this content has resonated with you. Your feedback means a lot and helps us create even more helpful content. Thanks for your support. Now let's continue. Number 4. Move on. Here's a truth rooted deeply in Stoic wisdom. If a woman disrespects you, it often stems from her belief that she holds power over your emotions. She senses your dependency, your willingness to bend to her will, and she uses it to her advantage. This is where you must take responsibility for allowing such a dynamic to persist in Stoicism. We learn that control over our own minds and actions is paramount. You cannot change how someone else behaves, but you can decide how you respond to break free from this cycle of disrespect. You must show both her and yourself that you are not bound by her whims. You have choices that you are not afraid to exercise too often. Men become emotionally dependent on a woman, always available, always waiting, which only reinforces her belief that she can treat you however she pleases. The Stoic response to this situation is to stand firm in your values. Make it clear that you want a relationship based on mutual respect, not manipulation. If she chooses to play games or do things that make you feel bad about your own self-worth, don't hesitate to let her go. Instead, focus on finding someone who shares your values and loves you for who you are. This choice isn't about playing mind games. It's about taking back your power and setting boundaries that show respect for yourself by leaving a toxic situation. You make a good point. You know how much you're worth and won't settle for less. If she loves you, she'll see that. You're ready to move on to someone who truly values you. Imagine telling her in a calm and sure voice that you won't stand being treated like an afterthought. You'd say that you're serious about finding a meaningful connection, and that if she's not willing to show you the respect you need, you're ready to walk away. This is a powerful moment, one where the balance changes. You're no longer asking for her attention. She can see that you are a man with strong values who won't let his emotions get the best of him. This change in dynamic often leads to regret. If she knows you won't let her control or disrespect you, she may start to understand how much she's losing. The respect she withheld is now something she knows she has to earn. This isn't about being hard to get. It's about showing that you respect yourself too much to let anyone treat you badly. Remember that you are the most important person in this equation. You deserve to be with someone who appreciates and values you, not someone who doesn't see your worth. Moving on isn't just a way to protect yourself. It's a statement that you are committed to living by your own rules. Do not look back, because the future holds the chance of a relationship that truly accepts you. 5. Embrace the power of letting go. This may be the hardest step, but it's also the most freeing. In Stoicism, we learn that things we can't change shouldn't affect our inner peace. The disrespect and disdain you're feeling are clear signs that the relationship is over, and holding on will only cause you more pain and distress. The fear of losing her or being alone can make you do this, getting in the way of your thinking and making it hard to see what's really going on. Giving up or showing weakness isn't what letting go means. On the contrary, it's a deep spiritual practice. It's a sign of strength and self-respect that you know what you're worth, that you deserve better, and that you deserve respect and honor. If she won't give it to you, it's time to let go. People often don't let go because they're afraid they won't find someone better or that they'll be alone forever. But the truth is that when you let go, you make room for new connections with people who love and respect you for who you are, not just what you can do. Think about this. When you finally let go and release the fear that held you captive, she'll often start to realize what she's lost. She'll feel the void of your absence, and if she still had any real feelings, she'll regret the disdain and actions that got her to this point. But remember that letting go isn't about making her regret. It's about reclaiming your own well-being and freeing yourself from a situation that drains your energy and stops you from being happy. In Stoicism, we are taught to focus on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. You get back control of your life and feelings when you let go. You are no longer captive to someone else's actions or attitudes. This isn't just about walking away. It's about going toward a better you, so don't let fear stop you. Letting go could make you better. Have the courage to let go of things that aren't serving you anymore, and you'll find that life brings you something much better. Most importantly, remember that you're never truly alone. By letting go of things that aren't working for you, you're opening the door to new opportunities, new connections, and a life where you're valued for who you are. The most powerful thing you can do is not to make her feel bad about losing you, but to find the strength to move on with your life. Sixth, build a life outside of the relationship. Many men make the terrible mistake of basing their whole lives on a relationship, especially when their partner treats them badly. When this happens, your instinct might tell you to put in even more effort to save the relationship, thinking that if you sacrifice enough, show enough dedication, or prove your worth, you can win back her love and respect. But the Stoics say that this way of thinking is a dangerous trap that you should avoid at all costs. To live a happy life, you need to focus on the things you can control and let go of the things you can't. If you make your relationship your whole life, you're giving up your power to someone who doesn't value it anymore. This action of giving up on yourself is seen as weak by both her and you, which is more important. It lowers your self-esteem and makes the bad situation worse. Read this case. As a skilled craftsman, you can make beautiful things. But instead of improving your skills and making something important, you spend all your time and energy fixing a broken tool that doesn't do its job anymore. The more time you spend on something, the less time you have to make something new and useful. The same is true for a relationship that has turned into a source of pain and disrespect. The more time you spend on it, the less time you have to work on your own growth and potential. The Stoic way to deal with this is to focus your energy on making your own life better outside of this troubled relationship. Focus on your personal growth, whether that means moving up in your job, following your dreams, or doing things that make you happy, like hobbies. Also, make your friendships stronger. Meet new people and look for new experiences. By doing these things, you show that your happiness and satisfaction are not based on what other people think. This change in focus not only makes you feel better about your own self-worth, but it also sends a strong message. You are not a man who begs for respect. You earn it by living an honest and purposeful life. When she sees that you are no longer acting like a desperate lover holding on to a relationship that doesn't serve you, the dynamics will start to change. She may start to think about her actions and feel bad about how she has treated you. But here's the most important part. The real victory is not in her regret, but in your own growth. By creating a rich and fulfilling life that isn't tied to a relationship, you regain the clarity and strength to see what really matters. You will be ready to move on with honor, whether that means giving her another chance or leaving without a word. A look back. Remember that the Stoics taught us that our true power lies within us. By focusing on what you can control, your actions, your growth, and your mindset, you can break free from negative thoughts and become someone that others naturally respect and admire. The best part is that you'll never have to ask for respect again because you'll have earned it by living a true life. Seventh, adopting a principle from Stoic philosophy called complete detachment is one of the best ways to deal with a woman who doesn't care about you. When we talk about detachment, we're not just talking about acting like you don't care. We're talking about developing real emotional independence. This isn't just a strategy. It's a way of thinking that changes how you see yourself and the situation. To be honest, detachment is hard, especially when feelings are involved. You may still care about her, but you need to know the hard truth. Your happiness and peace of mind do not and should not rest on what she does. Detachment is a tool that gives you back control over your emotions and, by extension, over the situation itself. For example, imagine a woman who is used to controlling your emotions and seeing you chase after her whenever she withdraws. This gives her a sense of power and the belief that she has control over you. But when you take the Stoic stance of detachment, you break this cycle. The moment you stop letting her actions affect you, the dynamics changes, and she loses the power she once had. This, my friend, is a blow to her ego. You stay cool and collected no matter what she does. You don't react to her actions and you don't look for her approval or validation. You just go on with your life as if what she does doesn't matter. This is where the real power of Stoic detachment lies. If you act like you don't care about what she says or does, you show her that she can't control your thoughts and actions. This will make her feel uneasy, because she will realize that she doesn't have control over your emotions anymore. When a woman realizes that she can't control your emotions anymore, she has to think about how she has treated you, and realizes that her lack of respect in games could cost her everything, which she probably didn't plan for. No one likes to lose something they once took for granted, especially when they realize how valuable it was too late. Not only will this help you regain your dignity, but it will also earn you the respect you deserve. It shows her that you are not her emotional puppet, but a man who knows his worth and refuses to be manipulated. When she realizes she has lost you, she may find herself in a situation she never expected trying to win you back, so stay strong in your detachment. If you want to regain control and earn respect in any relationship, let your actions and calm, unbothered demeanor speak louder than your words. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom, and it can be applied to modern relationships as well. By mastering yourself, you master the situation number 8, the power of self-respect. Let's be clear, according to Stoicism, the best way to make a woman regret not respecting you is to first show that you respect yourself without changing. People often treat you the way you treat and think about yourself. If you've let rudeness into your relationship, it's important to realize that this behavior doesn't just show what the other person did, it also shows something about your own standards and self-worth. Stoicism teaches us that we are responsible for our own reactions, not the actions of others. The key to regaining respect is how you respond. When you raise your self-respect, you set a standard that others must meet if they want to stay in your life. This isn't about being cocky or haughty. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to let anything lower it affect you. Take the time to evaluate your boundaries. Are they clear and firm? Do they reflect the respect you have for yourself? For example, if a woman consistently belittles or manipulates you, a Stoic response would be to address it directly and calmly. I value our relationship, but I also value myself. The way things are now doesn't align with the respect I have for myself. By upholding these standards, you not only earn respect from others, but you also boost your own self-worth. This usually makes the woman think twice about what she did, realizing that she crossed a line that you will not allow to be crossed again. She may start to see how strong your resolve is and feel bad about what she did. In the end, respect is two-way, but it has to start with you. When you deeply respect yourself, others have to respect you too, or they risk losing you altogether. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom, standing firm in what you believe in. Keeping your cool and letting other people adjust to the standards you've set is number 9. You should put yourself first. You've hit the last and most important step in your journey to regain your dignity and self-respect. Many people don't want to face the harsh truth. You should never have to fight so hard to earn someone's respect. The choice you face isn't about her or whether she'll realize what she lost. It's about you and how you choose to live your life. Choosing yourself is the most powerful and decisive action you can take. It's a statement that you know your worth and that you will no longer trade your dignity and self-respect for small amounts of attention. By choosing yourself, you send a clear and unwavering message to the universe. I am enough. I am complete. I will only accept what enhances, honors, and values me into my life. When you choose to be yourself, you let go of all the negativity, abuse, and emotional manipulation that has been draining you for a long time. You are free to be who you are, go after what you deserve, and refuse to settle for less. When you choose to be yourself, you start a new journey where your needs, dreams, and well-being are the most important things. Stoic teachings tell us that our power lies in our ability to control our reactions, not the actions of others. When you put yourself first, you're not just leaving someone who doesn't respect you. You're embracing the Stoic principle of self-governance. You're choosing to focus on what you can control, your actions, your thoughts, and your own self-respect. Imagine that you've been putting all your energy into someone who barely acknowledges your efforts and expects you to always be there, waiting. But now you shift your focus and start investing that energy back into yourself. You pursue your passions, take care of your health, and surround yourself with people who genuinely value you. That person who used to treat you badly starts to notice the change. They realize you're not as easy to get in touch with, and they miss your care and attention. They feel bad about what they've lost, because you've shown them that your worth is not based on their approval. You can make a woman regret not respecting you by changing your focus, not trying to change her mind. When you elevate yourself, you naturally distance yourself from people who don't value you, making room for only those who do. As we close this chapter, remember that the respect, dignity, and worth you seek in relationships aren't based on what other people do, but on how you choose to see yourself. If you only remember one thing from today, it's that you should never have to fight for something that should be. There is no greater victory than putting yourself first. When you do that, everything around you starts to change. People who don't see your value will drift away, while people who do see it will come closer. This change starts inside you, and only you can start it. You have the power to shape your life however you want. If you've made it this far and found this video helpful, please leave a comment below saying, "Put myself first," to let us know how it resonated with you. Your feedback is very important to us, and it helps us make even more useful videos. We've been on a life-changing journey through Stoic wisdom for people who are ready to reclaim their dignity and self-respect in relationships. As we've seen, respect is earned through self-worth and sticking to your values. Stoicism isn't just an idea. It's also a way of life that tells us to focus on what we can control, our actions and our attitudes. Remember that the true measure of your worth doesn't come from what other people think of you. It comes from how strong and respected you are as a person. By following Stoic principles, you can make sure that your relationships aren't just about getting respect, but also about giving it to yourself, first and foremost. If this video spoke to you, please like and share it. Your participation helps us share these lessons with more people who could benefit from them. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or experiences about the power of Stoicism in relationships. We'd love to hear how these strategies have changed your life. If you're hungry for more information, watch the videos on your screen right now. They're designed to help you understand and use Stoic principles in your daily life. Thanks for joining us, and remember that the path to respect and self-worth starts with a single determined step toward accepting your true worth. Follow us on social media to see our newest posts. Have a nice day and treat others with respect until we talk to you again.